What we eat matters, and the whole subject on ultra processed foods is a fairly new conversation. And I think with new conversations comes a lot of confusion and also nuance. And I was asked to write my book earlier this year. So back in January, Penguin got in touch, and you might have, like listeners might have read Chris von Tolleken's Ultra Processed People book, which almost sparked the debate and I suppose the issues around the ethics of these big companies going into different countries and, infiltrating the way that cultures have been eating for thousands of years. And the main problem that we've got is that we are not eating enough whole foods. So, my book, although the title is called How Not to Eat Ultra Processed, actually it's about cutting down, not out. And it's about maybe leaning on the more nutritious ultra processed foods because I still have them in my cupboard. I have more nutritious and less nutritious because it's what we are doing the majority of the time that matters most when it comes to diet. So I talk about the 80-20 rule. If you are eating an 80% nutritious whole food diet, 20% of the time, you can totally have your soul foods, your daily chocolate or even sweets, ice cream, as long as it's in that ratio overall, across the day, across the week. And that's why I encourage people, if they're wanting to know where do I start with a food diary, figure out what is going on right now. I do want to mention, though, the definition of ultra processed foods. There is no agreed global definition, and we're still waiting for the UK to adopt one at the moment. We're using Nova, which was coined in 2009 in Brazil. The problem with that definition is that it says that ultra processed foods, by definition, they are foods that are created in factories. You cannot make them at home. They often contain multiple ingredients, including those that are not found in your home kitchen, like emulsifiers, preservatives, colors, flavorings. Now, there's nothing wrong with these additives on a molecular level in small doses, but together, through processing, they make these foods very moreish, easy to eat, and hyperpalatable. So they almost encourage overconsumption. But the problem with the definition is that you've got people saying, well, my hummus is a UPF because it contains one preservative, or my Weetabix because it contains barley malt extract. You wouldn't usually find that in a home kitchen, even though you can actually buy it from health food shops. So I would like to see the definition of UPFs being a product that is low in whole foods, so low in protein, low in fiber, and contains more than one ingredient that you wouldn't usually find in your home kitchen. And just to compare two brands, for example, like Nutri-Grain snack bar and a Naked bar, they both contain natural flavorings, but you can totally make a Naked bar at home. You can buy natural flavorings from a Whole Foods website, whereas a Nutri-Grain bar, the ingredients list is super long and it doesn't just contain natural flavoring as an additive. It contains a whole plethora of other. And, you can have Nutri-Grain bars, but maybe the Naked bar is the better choice for your health. So that's just a little summary and introduction.